Hello guys, my name is Philip from Smart Programmer, and today I'm going to show you guys how to get input from a user using the scanner class. That said, let's get started. So I'm just going to list down the steps we're going to use. The scanner class is actually in the Java's library. The first step is to import the scanner class, then create an object from the scanner class. Object is under the topic object oriented programming. So we're going to be doing a little bit of that here now. Don't worry if you don't really understand it. We're going to cover it more details later. Third, we are going to use the method of the scanner class to collect input from a user. That said, let's start implementation. So the first step, let's import our scanner class. I'm going to write import. So the scanner class is under the java.util package. So I'm going to put scanner, which is the name of the class, and then I end with a semicolon. That done, I'm going to now create an object out of this scanner class that we imported. So I'm going to say scanner, then give it a name. So I'm going to just scanner in lowercase, and then use the new keyword, and then again scanner, then parenthesis, and then end with a semicolon. Okay, so before the semicolon, let's impute system dot in between the parentheses, and then end it with a semicolon. So now we are ready to use the method in the scanner to take input from the user. Basically, I'm going to say system dot out dot print. So I'm going to say scanner dot next line. So what this next line I mean. So what this program is actually going to do is ask the user not ask, going to allow the user input a text, and then it's going to print it out. Basically this system dot out dot print is what's going to print out what the user imputed. So let's run this code. Okay, so here we can type in anything and it's going to print it out again. I'm going to say and then it's printed and out. Okay, so we can make this actually less confusing by saying this is the output. So space, and then let's run this again. Okay, so I'm going to say Philip. Okay, so it says this is the output Philip. That's what the scanner dot next line method does. The next line method is actually a method under the scanner class. So we use it to get a line of input. So like this. That said, there are other methods of the scanner class. Let's explore them one by one. So the next method of the scanner class I want then, by the way, we can actually store this in a variable. So we're going to say string and then let's say line and equal to. So and then let's prompt the user to impute a line. So we're going to ask the user to impute a line. So let's say impute a line. So let's run this code. No, before running it, let's make it print it out. So we're going to say system dot out dot print ln and then line. So what this code is actually going to do is going to ask the user to impute a line and then store the line in the variable line and then print it out lastly. So let's run this code to use it. So it says impute a line, so I'm going to say this is my line and then it prints out this is my line. So the next method is the next method. So let's remove this. So the next method actually picks a single word and then leaves the rest of them. So for example, let's run this code using the next method of the scanner class. So it says impute a line and then I will write this is a line. So what this does going to actually pick this only. So the next method picks just a word. So the next method that I want us to explore is the scanner method that takes in numbers. So let's say int and then say number and then equal to scanner dot next int. So it's actually going to accept an integer. Oh, sure. So I'm going to say next int and then change this line to number. Okay, that done. Let's run this code. So let's say impute a number instead. Okay, let's run this code. So it says impute a number, so I'm going to say 5 and then it prints it out. So what if I impute a letter? It's actually going to throw an exception. So let's say 5. So it threw an exception here. So the next int method only accepts an integer. So if you impute a string, it's actually going to throw you an exception. So there are other methods like next double, next float. So as the name implies, the next double takes in double values. The next float takes in float values. So that said, let's implement a program that adds two numbers just as an exercise so that so we're going to create a program that takes in two numbers. Okay, so guys, we're going to create a program that imputes that takes in two numbers and gives out the addition of those two numbers. So basically, let's get started with it now. So I'm going to create two variable. So I'm going to say int first number. So I'm going to say equal to scanner dot next int, and then going to do the same for the next line. So going to change this to second number. So and then print the addition. So before printing the addition, let's create a value and say variable and say addition, and then first number plus second number, and then lastly print it out. Answer is, and then let's append the answer. So let's say addition. Okay. Then we want the computer to prompt the user for the number. So let's say system dot out dot print, and then say impute the first number. So secondly, we're going to also ask the create a line that prompts the user to input the second number also. So let's space this out. So change this to second. Okay, that done. Let's run this code. Okay, there's an error here. Once again, let's run it. Okay, it has prompted us to input the first number. So let's increase this, and then so I'm going to say first number is 5. Then it says input the second number, so I'm going to make it 4. And then it says answer is 9. So that's the whole program for this. And then hope you enjoyed it and understood every single concept that we laid here. So don't be confused about the object oriented part, about calling the methods and all that. Just know how it's done. If you don't really get it, try examples on this, and then that's it for today. And I love your beautiful face, and make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. So have a great day.